in the house?
God's in the house!
Who's in the house?
God's in the house!
Who's in the house?
God's in the house!
Who's in the house?
God's in the house!
ReCreation experiences is, I think, our faith at its simplest but most profound place. It's simple in that the work is the work. It's physical, bare bones, roofs and paint jobs. So that piece of it's very simple. The profound part of it is that it's not complicated to come to the place of saying that ReCreation takes your faith and your experience and compacts them both and compresses them together. It's focused completely on your servanthood, and that it's either serving the people that we're working for, the clients that we're working for, or it's serving the people that are in your group that you're working with or your team that you're working with. It's the staff that we have here serving the groups and serving the clients. And so it's kind of taken what we've made very complicated about faith and distilling it down to what we really believe Jesus said was central to it, and that is being a servant.
Fill us up, send us out. Fill us up, send us out, Lord. Fill us up, send us out. Fill us up and send us out. Fill us up, send us out.
Coming out here and helping people it's an awesome feeling. Like, it's definitely the most rewarding feeling I think you could ever have. Once I started coming here, I got closer to people. Like my relationships definitely went deeper. And I feel like God works more in my life now that I've kind of put myself out there. Every time I come here, I just feel closer to God. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna get sweaty, you're gonna have a lot of fun with your friends. You're just gonna get closer to people, you're gonna touch somebody's life, you're gonna get closer to God. There's no place like this. One little week out of your summer and change somebody's life forever.
So it's like a dream. It was something you'd always prayed and hoped for, but it just didn't seem possible by yourself. So it was overwhelming. It really was like a dream. I just know it's always going to be like home, and I know God's in the house, so that helps a lot. He always carries out the plan, but I'm in awe of it. I wish I could just express how wonderful and how special you feel, and how lucky, how blessed you are to have met these people, and hopefully more people that need them will find out about them, because they really change your life. They do. They truly do.
I think that there's a lot of ways that this changes you. You take a group of kids from middle class or upper class America and you put them at the feet of an elderly client who lives in poverty, and to have that person talk about their love of God and their faith and how strong their faith is, and in the midst of this how they live through that, and you can't help but be changed in that. You stand and watch that and you see all that happen, and you realize that it's something greater going on than our own physical ability, our own minds being able to reason this stuff out, that there's something going on there that's incredible, and it's humbling, and I don't think you can help but be changed by that.
There is no one like our God. For greater things have yet to come, and greater things are still to be done in this city.
It's just this feeling of like overwhelming joy, and you know that it can't be anything but God, because nothing but God can give you that joy. And to feel like an accomplishment, but not just an accomplishment for me, it's an accomplishment for something better than me. And it's taught me that I can give more than my 100%, because my 100% is nothing. When you've got God, you can do so much more, and He wants us to serve one another, He wants us to help one another. There's a difference between happy and joy, and you receive such a joy from giving everything you have to someone else.
They really, from their heart, really wanted to help and be here and paint and put a roof on, and what a team, really. Thank you. And I'll go around all the time saying thank you. They've changed my life, and I just give them hugs and thank you, thank you, thank you. And I really hope in some way I've given them something back, but just letting them know how grateful I am, really.
God creates a story in every dynamic. We need to lead with our heart, lead with our mind, lead with our spirits, because there's a story that's being created, a life-changing opportunity that's being created every moment here. And that's the beauty of this thing, that's the beauty of this experience. It's bringing people together from different places. We get together, we all focus on one thing, which is our servanthood. Whether it's Catholic, Episcopal, Presbyterian, Baptist, doesn't matter. We all gather together. We talk about, you know what, we could get in a fist fight over communion. But we wouldn't argue about taking that loaf of bread and slicing it to make a sandwich for somebody that was hungry. And so we put all that gets laid aside, and what gets focused on is having experience as a servant, having an experience with Christ that changes our lives. And it does, it happens. It happens every day.
Who's in the house?
God's in the house!
Who's in the house?
God's in the house!
Who's in the house?